Here we are again, folks. Another Thursday, another day for me to tell you what you can tune into this weekend in terms of racing all across the globe. Hey, folks, and welcome back to another episode here at Race Plaza Media. My name is Pia, and as per usual on Thursdays, I break down for you what you can watch and where you can watch races all across the globe from the comfort of your home. This weekend, I have a top 5 for you. 5 different racing events, not just individual races. So you have a couple extras in there for you. And the exciting thing is we are mid to late-ish February. So the clock is ticking. MotoGP is almost back. Formula One is almost back. So we have another weekend or two where things are a little bit slower if you're fans of those two types of racing leagues. But if you're not, or if you're ready to watch something else, let's talk about the top 5 racing events of the week. And in number 1, of course, the season already kicked off a couple weeks ago. We have NASCAR returning. We have the NASCAR Cup Series, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, as well as the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. They all will be racing this weekend at the Echo Park Speedway. For the Cup Series, you'll be able to tune into that through Fox or HBO Max. For the Craftsman Truck Series, you'll be able to watch that on FS1. And if you want to watch the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, you'll be able to tune into that through CW. Of course, if you have the NASCAR app, you'll be able to watch it through there as well. Or you can also just listen to the radio and watch some of the onboard cameras, which I think is really fun to enjoy. So you have at least 3 races already this weekend that you can tune into. In number 2, we have lots and lots of racing happening in Australia this weekend. Of course, this time of the year, there's a lot more races happening in Australia, New Zealand, and in Asia. So in that part of the world, there's a lot more racing happening than, of course, in Europe, just due to weather at the moment. And of course, our little winter break. Of course, we had last weekend, we had the Bathurst 12-hour race. So there was a big event already in Australia. So this weekend, we're heading back to the Sydney Motorsport Park for a variety of races. We have the Toyota Gazoo GR Cup competing there. We have the Super 2 Series, as well as the Supercars Championship. From what I could tell, if you're not local, the one thing you'll be able to for sure watch is the Supercars Championship because they stream it live on YouTube. For the other two, it can be a little bit trickier. It'll be easier if you have a VPN or if you're local, because then you'll be able to tune into some of their live streams or watch it locally. But at least we have a free option for the Supercars Championship Australia, especially because this is round 1 of 14. So this is a great time to get into the Supercars series. In number 3, let's move from 4 wheels to 2 wheels. This weekend, we have the official 2026 season kickoff for the Superbike World Championship. Not only do we have the Superbike World Championship competing this weekend in Phillip Island, but we also have the Super Sport World Championship alongside the Australian Superbike Championship. All of those will be competing on Phillip Island. For the Superbike Championship as well as the Super Sport Championship, you will need to subscribe to their video pass. I believe the video pass for a year is about 70 euros, but you can also just subscribe for a month, which is about 15 euros a month. But for the Australian Superbike Championship, if you watch it live, they do post the live stream and the live timing on there as well. I am at this moment uncertain about the rewatchability, but the great thing about Australian races is usually they happen, at least where I'm located at, on a Saturday evening. So if you're free on a Saturday evening, you'll definitely be able to tune into the Australian Superbike Championship. Next up, in number 4, I have some additional 2-wheel racing for you. Of course, the overall channel favorite, AMA Supercross, is heading this weekend to Arlington. And from what I heard, one of our favorites, Joe Shimoda, will be returning for the race in Arlington for the 250 category. So I'm so excited to see him back on the bike. Of course, it's been a really fun season. Last weekend's races were excellent in Seattle for both of the categories, especially the 250. Hayden Deegan and Levi Kitchen had an excellent race on their hands. But then the 450s was absolute chaos, but in the best way. It was super fun to watch. So I'm hoping this weekend will be just as exciting. And for Supercross, as per usual, you'll be able to tune into that through NBC Peacock. And within the number 4, I want to just mention the last two-wheel racing that I have for you for this weekend. First of all, I have the AMA FIM Arena Cross Championship heading to Guthrie this weekend for race 10 out of 11. So it's one of your last chances to tune into that. And for this one, you will need to subscribe and watch it through their Rider TV subscription. And last but not least, I have the FIM Super Enduro World Championship heading into round 5 for their Grand Prix in Serbia. And you'll be able to tune into that through their FIM Moto TV subscription. And now, last but not least, it's already underway, but I think I do still want to mention it just because it gets me excited and pumped for the season. Of course, I'm talking about 2 very important preseason testings that are going on at the moment. First of all, we have Formula 1 pre-testing happening in Bahrain, and then we also have the MotoGP preseason testing happening in Muriam. So 2 of the big leagues are currently still testing their bikes and vehicles before we very, very soon kick off each of their seasons. I'm so thrilled about it. I can't wait for either of them to really kick into gear. My brother and I are currently also working on our bingo boards for both of the seasons, so you can join in to the bingo fun if you want to as well. All right, there you have it, folks. 5 different types of racing events happening this weekend all across the globe. Well, all across the globe might be an exaggeration, across certain parts of the globe, but nonetheless, there's a nice variety of racing for you available. We have some 4-wheel racing, we have some 2-wheel racing. Of course, there's a couple other races happening this weekend that I didn't get to mention in this video, but I wanted to condense it to something bite-sized so you have something to choose from for this weekend. I know me personally, I will for sure be watching Supercross this weekend. I have high expectations after the races in Seattle, so that will definitely be on my list for this weekend. I will probably peek into some of the testing happening for Formula 1 and MotoGP, although I don't put too much weight onto what the rumor mill cooks up after the testing because you really don't know. I feel like the first races will give you a better idea, or give me personally a better idea of what to potentially expect for the season. But there you have it, folks. 5 races for you to choose from, or 5 racing events for you to choose from. Do let me know in the comments what you'll be tuning into this weekend. And as per usual, let me know if there's something missing on my list that you think people should know about and people should be tuning into. Of course, the only really requirement is that it's watchable for people, either through a paid subscription, but preferably through a free service like YouTube, because there's so many paywalls nowadays for all these different types of racing leagues. So the more that are for free for you to watch, either through the direct website or through YouTube, the better, because it gets really, really expensive. But anyway, enough of that. Have a wonderful race weekend. My brother and I will see you back here on Monday for some race recaps and some racing news. Until then, bye-bye.